Alright, so I just wanted to demonstrate what I was talking about with the putty or the Play-Doh. So here I have Theraputty and here I have Play-Doh. I'm going to go ahead and open the Play-Doh so that I can show you what I meant about making it into a snake and then working on that tripod grasp with squeezing. So you could either roll it out or he could roll it out depending on his skill level. You could even just make it like basically like make it into like the shape of a hot dog or a snake, whichever one. So it doesn't have to be like this. It could be thicker, just not too thin because you want to have enough space for him to put his fingers on it and to be able to squeeze it. You don't want it to be too thin. So about like this should be just fine. So it's a little bit thicker than my finger. And you could either hold it up vertically or you could just hold it horizontally in front of him, and he can just use the 3 fingers only, trying to work on keeping these fingers back and just using index, middle, and thumb. So that's trying to use that tripod grasp and just having him squeeze and go all the way down, opening, then closing, opening, and then closing. So going up and down the entire snake, if you will. Here, let me do this like this so you can see. And trying to have that equal amount of pressure with the thumb and with the other 2 fingers to squeeze. And then, of course, if you have putty, it would be the same exact thing. Just putty usually doesn't roll out as well as the Play-Doh. That's why I always usually recommend Play-Doh. But it's nice to use the putty because they have different resistance, and that resistance really helps when you've already basically gotten too strong to be able to do the Play-Doh, where you're just squeezing through and it's just like getting everywhere, or it's just, you know, leaving too indents and holes just like that. So when you're using the putty, I feel that it's a little bit better because when you squeeze, you're really not making those indents and holes. But it's a little bit more advanced, of course. If his strength is too great for the Play-Doh, then putty's always better, but just work with what you have. So same thing, if you had it rolled out, working on that tripod grasp using, I'm going to do it like this too. You could even do it this way as well. But with this, you're really working a lot of students will work more the thumb versus the index and middle finger. So you could even have him practice this way and this way. All right, there we go. And that's that. I just wanted to go ahead and show you so you had an idea of what I meant.